ate human flesh, and with her limbs back to normal, licking the blood from the corner of his mouth, satisfied snooping. Other villagers who have eaten human flesh have hardcore. Since then, several waves of people have come to investigate the situation. Without exception, they were all eaten by the villagers. Many villagers have completely transformed back into human bodies. Among them were my parents. But after these groups of people stayed completely here, no one came again. Maybe, I don't dare. The villagers who have not yet become human start getting manic, screaming all day long to eat human flesh. I hid in the house. I don't understand why I got here. They still don't want to eat vegetables, insist on eating meat. Is that part of the curse? I looked out the window. The sun has not shone into this village for a long time. Jiangshan, don't forget our cooperation. And I sighed, thinking silently in my heart. My worst fears still happened. Those who didn't become human. The villagers who were still half human and half animal can't take it anymore. No human flesh supply. They can't stand not eating meat, but afraid to become an animal completely. Now they turn their attention. Villagers who have completely transformed back into human beings. Fire fields is sprinkled with blood again. But this time it's not for tourists. It belongs to the local villagers. Oh, don't come. You can't eat me. Don't come over. The scream pierced the sky again. The smell of blood filled the air of the village again. I stood in front of my house, staring at the chaotic scene. Suddenly a figure rushed towards me. Save me, Chen-chai. Save and I was grabbed by my aunt's hand, grabbing the rabbit ears on my head, said to the human-headed and dog-shaped monster chasing her. He only has rabbit ears. If you eat his flesh, you will definitely turn back into a human form. You eat him, not me. No. He must have turned back into a human being. He is also a monster. I'm a vegetarian. He must have eaten vegetarian and turned back into human shape. This rabbit is a fake. It's fake. You eat him. Eat him. The pain is coming. I gritted my teeth and struggled. An ant who is terrified of death. Very strong. He can't break free. I just feel like my ears are about to be ripped off. In front of him, this monster with a head and a dog body. His movement stopped, staring at me faintly. They seemed to be wondering if they can really eat me, restore human form. The pain and fear brought me to tears. I clasped my hands hard, and he grabbed my rabbit-ear hand, shaking his head with difficulty. I am not vegetarian. It's true. Rabbit ears lie. And he interrupted me. Sharp sound pierces the eardrum. Squeak. But I felt the force on my ears loosen. Don't wait for my reaction. A figure rushed up beside him. A tremendous force behind me pushed me upward. He can't look back. I heard my mother's crying. Run away. He was curious. I listened to my mother. Instinctively run forward. Run and look back. The dad who changed back to human form is staring at him just now. I want to eat my monster cow. But monsters that become half human and half beast already have beast nature. Dad is at a disadvantage. He saw me looking back at him. Shake your head at me. Let me run. Three people who have completely transformed back into human beings soon attracted other half-human, half-animal villagers. I dare not look back, running forward desperately. My mind keeps echoing my mother's words. Run. When I ran out to that trail, I was constantly being chased by half-human, half-animal villagers. Stop me, there are no real people in the village. So even though I still have rabbit ears, not yet human, but they were also watching. You keep running, keep hiding. I'm too tired to stop. The mountain road is always winding. I just ran across another mountain bay. Too late to hide. It was grabbed by a force, and I turned my head in horror. And I saw somebody coming. Just breathed a sigh of relief. It was Zhang Shan. He didn't miss the appointment. He dragged me into the jungle next to him. I don't have the strength. Almost dragged by him. On the muddy trail, a rush of footsteps passed. I breathed a sigh of relief. Breathing heavily against the tree, Zhang Shan probably saw me. Running, chased me all the way. Offline is also embarrassing. He breathed a sigh of relief, then come up and drag me away. Those monsters have very smart noses. I'll find it later. Let's get out of here. Now, he just said. There were footsteps on the path. Again, I didn't have time to say a word. Immediately followed Zhang Shan's run. Zhang Shan wants to take me directly to the entrance of the village, or go around the mountain. But there are monster villages everywhere. This has been available since our village started receiving tourists, just to prevent tourists from fleeing. Now it's to keep me from escaping to the thatched hut. Let's go around the hill at the back. I can't get out after running a few lanes. Jiangsu is also tired of running, extremely panting heavily. My throat ran dry, gasping for breath, unable to say a word. You wave. It's getting dark. In the silent forest, there are no birds singing. No, you can't. They won't let me go. Jiangshan, slow down. Come and help me. The moonlight between the eyebrows is thicker than the night. What to do then? He drooped my eyelids. Remember what my mother said to me last night. Xiaoqi's curse will not disappear. Now the villagers are killing each other. We're all going to die here. Mom, why don't we get out of here? The villagers realized it was a curse. Many people want to escape, but no one can escape. Only one person escaped. The son of that man. That man is the only vegetarian. Sure, there is no cursed man. The only person whose son escaped was the general. Mom wants you to escape. Mom and Dad will protect you. Mom said and wagged my rabbit ears. And then, no matter what happens, Mom tells you to run. You run. Don't look back, okay? I hold my mother's hand. A family can escape together. Child, you are different. You can get rid of the curse. He didn't understand. Now I finally react. Excessive killing. Let everyone in this village be cursed. This curse made the villagers eat meat uncontrollably, slowly unripe, finally completely transformed into an animal, to be eaten by someone else. The only vegetarian man and his descendants escaped the curse. I'm also a vegetarian, so I can also escape this curse. The villagers are probably also aware of this. Hide and pain. Let them face their impending death. Don't let me go. Want to escape? We have to make these monsters disappear. The monster disappears. Village annihilation. The curse will be lifted. This is also Mom. The last thing my mom told me. Ginger and I found the thatched hut. There is a monster with a chicken head and a jack tail guarding the door. I guess they thought of it, too. Zhengshan was the only one who escaped that year. Maybe it's because of this. The villagers will lock up Zhengshan's father. Everyone wants to live. When everyone is falling, suddenly someone can escape from hell. Then others must turn into jealous beasts. More than crazy. Look up Zhengshan's father. Torture is like this. And who's he tortured? And ate Zhengshan's father like this. Now the villagers are chasing and killing. But I want to live. I looked at the restless monster. Chen Shang and Zhengshan said, my plan. I will get that monster's attention later. Make movement. Attract other villagers. Wait until the rest of the villagers come. You set fire. They'll find a way to escape. Then, the number of villagers after everyone killed each other. There's not much left. Now there are only a dozen half-human, half-beast monsters left. The thatched hut just fits. No. Zhengshan frowned and looked at me. It seems to think that I am going on an adventure as a girl. No. I'll get their attention. Zhengshan also looked at the monster. Their eyes full of hatred. After all, they're guarding the edge of this house, just waiting for me to come back and throw myself into the net. But now they're after me. It's easier for me to lure them out. Besides, I'm still a monster. Saying that, I helplessly tugged at the rabbit on my head. Even if he survives, I don't know if I can go out and break the curse. What else does Zhengshan want to say? I stopped giving him a chance. Straight out of the grass, Zhengshan widened his eyes in shock and wanted to grab me, but still one step behind me. It's moving fast. The monster that attracted the chicken head and duck tail also attracted other villagers who came back after smelling the smell. A bunch of monsters are coming at me. A grumpy and painful roar. I dodged their bites and ran to the thatched hut. But running for a day drained my strength. I was running like hell. Can't outrun these monsters. Weird-looking monster. The villagers formed a circle around me. In the dark night, their eyes glowed with a faint green light. I watched in a panic as they pressed on. Despair. I really can't escape this time. Just when I was about to give up the resistance, when I let them bite me, the thatched hut not far away was lit with the light of a torch. With a roar from Zhengshan, you monsters, I want you to pay for my father's life. The villagers all heard the sound and looked over. Several villagers immediately ran towards Zhengshan. The circle around me is broken. I dare not stay any longer. Immediately run in the other direction. The villagers behind are also in hot pursuit. Finally, I ran into the village. In a house for tourists. Front is the curtain wall. Behind them were the villagers who can't get in from outside the door. Che, what are you running for? Mom and dad don't care. Chasing my aunt and my dad outside my house during the day. The monster with a human head and a dog body that the bull beat slowly approached me. He ate his aunt's meat. Legs and hands changed back to human form. Come and let uncle take a bite, so you can be reunited with your parents. Uncle is for your own good. What if you escape? Since they are from our village, should die with us. His voice just fell. The other villagers who came after me, they all let out an unkind roar. Seems to be hardcore him. Hear them talk about my mom and dad. I had a bout of grief. No action for a while. They saw I wasn't moving. Stay close to me and continue to stimulate me. A villager whose hands turned into fins sniffed. He shook my head. The smell of green vegetables on Shaoqi is so bad, but your brother's meat is delicious. Saying that, he made a deliberate swallowing motion, as if recalling something delicious. I look up in shock, speechless for a while. Curse. Not only did the villagers turn into animals one by one, little by little, it has also eroded their consciousness as human beings. Soaring light never closes the door. Reflect into my pupils. Not far away came bursts of painful roars. The villagers, who were 4 or 5 paces away from me, stopped. Che looked back at the fire not far away. Didn't react for a while. I took the opportunity to run to the side window, stay on the windowsill and hold on hard. Jumped out the window. The monster inside reacted and wanted to chase me. My foot just landed, not yet standing firm. Immediately turned around and locked the window. Go reunite with your family. The monster banged on the window, running to the gate again. But Zhongshan, who came, had already thrown a torch into it, and I set the door from the outside. There were howls and thumps coming from inside. What a pity. This was built by the villagers to prevent tourists from escaping. It's sturdy. They can't escape. Neither the general nor I dare to stop. Keep burning wood. Burn the whole house down. Until the roar of the night slowly failed. Jiang Sensei and I collapsed to the ground together. Jiang Shan took out a handful of vegetables from nowhere. Handed it to me. I took it and stuffed it in my mouth in silence. John, the fire's not out. My rabbit ears are gone. I'm completely human again. Zheng can't help me stand up. He stomped my foot. Wait for the ants on the legs to pass. Thank you, Jiang Shan. Thank you for not forgetting our agreement. And came back to save me. Jiang Shan laughed. Exhale turbid air. He said thank you. Otherwise, I can't take revenge alone. He smiled. True. When the fire is completely out, Zheng Shan and I checked it carefully again. After making sure no fish slipped through the net, he went home. Dried blood and a few bones on the dirt road at the door. I bent down in silence, picked up the bones, and went into the house. I found a box to put the bones in. Follow Jiang Shan and leave this cursed place. The moment you step on the ground outside, I finally feel the long-lost sunshine.